Casey and JoJo. Way that I stay on my podcast. I've been on ESPN all day. Only break that I take is to dodge cash.
What's going on, everybody? We are back. Peter and myself, Aseem is missing today. He is spending good old quality time with the family. He is back home, so we're giving him the time to spend with the fam so he can, have family time. That's the best way I can say. You know, he lives a couple states away. He doesn't get to see them often, so when you get the opportunity, you take it. And I don't blame Aseem for not being here today. You take it. You enjoy your time. Peter, it is me and you today. How are you doing today?
Doing well, my brother. How are you?
Doing good. Had a busy day at work. Got a haircut. Took care of the baby, and now I'm here. So you know how that goes.
Already.
It was a lot of things that happened this week in the world of the sports. Before we get to that, though, I do want to ask you guys another question. It's been a while.
Yeah, for sure. We got to bring them back.
First, I do want to say I'll take ownership. I apologize for the shorts and the uploads on YouTube and stuff. It's just been a busy time with a newborn, Peter working full-time hours, Aseem also working full-time hours. So we'll try our best to get back to making shorts for people, make it a little bit more viewer-friendly to watch. I know the 3-hour-long pods aren't the easiest to watch or listen to, but, you know, we're doing our best. But with that being said, guys, I do have a question for you guys, okay? I thought about it earlier. Let's see if I can say this without messing it up, okay? So I'll ask Peter this, and I want Peter to answer it as honestly as he can. Okay. You're on an 18-hour flight. Okay, so you're on an 18-hour flight. You get to pick one fictional character to sit next to you for the duration of the flight. Who are you picking?
One fictional character. And the trip's 18 hours long?
18 hours long on a flight.
No falling asleep, I'm assuming. You gotta stay up with this person the whole time.
Yep, you're gonna get to know this person by the time the flight's over. You guys might be friends.
Who could be a person that I could talk to for a long time? I will go with. I'm trying to think. I feel like I have I think I have 3 people in my mind. I don't know why. It's very random. All right. I need to find this person's name. Hold on. I have my answer. I'm just trying to. Yep, there we go. Okay. I would go with someone from a Marvel movie, if that counts. Unless it has to be anime.
Nope, it's fictional character. That's the
okay, perfect. So I'm gonna go with a Marvel character that is from the movie Ant-Man. I'm gonna go with Luis, which is played by Michael Pena in Ant-Man. It's the Spanish dude that he talks a bunch of stories, and he cracks me up every time I hear the damn stories. So boom, right? I was going with my cousin, and my cousin this and that, and this and the third. He is so funny in that damn movie, so I would definitely have him. I think I would just die of laughter the whole time hearing just dumb stories. I would pick him, Luis from Ant-Man.
Luis from Ant-Man. Okay, there you go, guys. So comment down below whenever you see this.
What about you, Los? You got an answer for that or not yet?
Oh, I got an answer. Okay.
All right, who are you picking?
So I'm a sucker for these guys, all right? I'm a sucker for movies. If it's me, one fictional character, okay? I'm going with Black Panther.
Okay.
Why? People are going to ask me, why Black Panther? Well, he's from Wakanda. Okay, so I want to ask him about his people, his culture, like his coming up ins. Maybe he can help me out and, you know what I mean, show me a thing or two in terms of what's the verbiage here? Like maybe he can just show me a couple of things, like he's a master of martial arts, he's a master of combat. It's just something that I would love to talk to. I don't know. Another one that I was thinking of as well in that same category is Bruce Wayne. He's just a master of combat, master of
Yep.
it's I wouldn't want to talk to him for, him being Batman. I would totally just talk to him as Bruce Wayne, and that's all. That's just, great. And if I had to pick an anime character, because you guys know I'm a weeb here, I'll give you another one. We're going with Shanks from One Piece. The humbleness, the craziness, you would just have to watch. If you know, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Comment down below when I see this one fictional character.
My anime character would be Beerus from Dragon Ball Super and Dragon Ball whatever that new one that's coming out or whatever. Like it's like the little kid version of it.
Yeah,
I'll go with Beerus because he's been around for like so long and he's a destroyer of worlds. And I'd be like, I would just ask like random questions like, what's your favorite world to blow up? Or like, what happened at this thing? What happened with this? How'd you become this?
I gotta say, I'm surprised you didn't pick Homelander.
Homelander, that's a crazy one. Funny enough, I'm actually catching up on the boys. I'm on the last season. I think we're on episode 2 or 3 of the last season.
Oh.
That man is a man's an animal. Or Omni-Man from Invincible.
Jesus. not Thrag. You wouldn't just pick Thrag right up. Just kill it.
No, but in seriousness, I had the 3 people in mind was Luis from Ant-Man. Second person was Beerus from Dragon Ball. And the third person would be Light Yagami from Death Note, because I just want to hear more about his logic and how he turned himself into this maniac that he is.
Oh yeah,
that fascinates me.
Understood. I agree. That is pretty good ones.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, comment down below. Let us know what you guys, who would you guys would sit next to, and then maybe next week we'll do a real life person. So we'll give you something to think. Anyways, guys, like we said, a lot has happened in the world of sports. We're gonna kick it off this week with a very upsetting, in my opinion, the not as fun year, in my opinion, of the NBA playoffs. Now, why is it not as fun? Okay, I'll answer that question real quick because I know it's gonna come up. I'm sorry to Knicks fans and I'm sorry to Thunder fans. I don't enjoy watching a team go to the free throw line, get multiple foul calls in a row, just the foul baiting. I say it every week. It's not enjoyable for me. And considering that the Thunder are probably going to the finals and the Knicks are hot, they're looking like they're going to the finals. I said this jokingly. By the way, Mookie Betts home run.
Oh my gosh.
I said this jokingly, and I actually mean it. If they go to the finals together, we might actually see a record broken for the amount of free throw attempts and free throws made in this finals.
I think so.
It is astonishing how they both can get away with it. I mean, kudos to Shea, kudos to Jalen Brunson for just being a master of a craft of selling contact and getting getting to the free throw line when you need to, slowing down the momentum of an opposing team. But it's not enjoyable to watch. In a little bit, I'll tell you guys a solution that I came up with, and I hope Peter can give you guys a response to that because he's never heard this solution. But without digressing so much, Peter, what did you think of the 2 sweeps that I just talked about here?
Well, obviously I am a Sixers fan and I am a honest Sixers fan, unlike a lot of people. I've said it. To me, losing in the second round, it didn't hurt as much because there was no aspiration. There was no belief, in my opinion, that we were going to go that far after all the injuries that we had sustained, after the Paul George drug suspension. It was just like, it didn't seem like we were gonna, like, obviously this is not our year. So the fact that we were able to beat Boston, I felt like that was a big moment for us. And to me, I was like, okay, if we're able to go further, then cool, like, and so be it. But I was not holding my breath, and for a good reason. We got swept, and it was, the first game was bad, the second game was close, third game was close, and then the fourth game was bad. It was blowouts, like bad blowouts. I I agree with you in the sense of that if it is the Knicks versus the Thunder, man, it's going to be yeah, it's going to be interesting. All them free throws that people are going to be doing. I want to see how many free throws the OKC Thunder attempted. Let me see throughout their series. Surprisingly enough, you might be shocked with this, Los. The Thunder actually had less free throw attempts than the Lakers had in their series.
Really?
Yeah. So the Thunder had 72 free throw attempts. The Lakers had 86. And then if we go to wrong one, not Sixers versus Boston. No, I needed Sixers Knicks. Sixers Knicks was a lot more. The Knicks had 103 free throw attempts, and the Sixers actually had more, 106. So 3 more they actually had. Okay. So that's a lot still. I'm not gonna lie, but obviously we are talking about OKC, who everybody does make fun and say that the refs are on their side. I think. I'll be real with you. If it is the Knicks versus the Thunder, I feel like it's not that exciting of a series. I actually think that that's just another setup for the Thunder to win. I feel like the real, not the real, but the championship, you could say, matchup will be the Western Conference Final, which will be the Thunder going up against whoever wins this series, which right now is looking like it's going to be the Spurs. I think that that's really the championship one this year, because you're talking about Wemby and his Spurs, who look really, really good, going up against the OKC Thunder, who look unstoppable in the playoffs. So that seems more exciting. I will give credit to the Cavs, because they have been stepping up a lot the last couple of games. They're actually in overtime right now with the Pistons. They're only up by 2 points, 113-111, with only 24 seconds left. So we'll be able to give y'all a live reaction to the end of that game. But that series is tied 2-2. So Cavs or Pistons going up against the Knicks. It's fun, but to me, I think that the more important matchup is that Western Conference Final. I think that one is a big one.
I gotta say, I think James Harden heard us shit talking him, because he's got this game with 28 points, 6 assists, 7
29 now, because he made a free throw.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. 20. He might have 30 at the end. He turned it up, man. He turned it up. I'll give it to him. But I'll head real quick, like I said, into the thoughts of the first into the 2 sweeps real quick. For the Lakers, again, it was an uphill battle. You guys are facing the best team in the league, and a team that they do get a lot of calls in their favor, and when they do something, they don't get the call called on them. It was an uphill battle. You guys weren't healthy 100%. You didn't have Luka, and I specifically said, if Luka's not in there, I'm not giving them a chance to win the series. I did think that the Lakers would make it a little bit fun, maybe win a game or 2, and they did not. They went down to 4. So, unfortunate for them. We'll see what LeBron does at the end of this season. Will he come back for one more year? Will he keep going for a couple more years? We'll see. But I have not really a hot take. I just think that LeBron's Laker run is over. That's my opinion. I think it's done. I don't think he's coming back to the Lakers, in my opinion.
Did you see the report today where it said LeBron felt like the Lakers and the fans did not appreciate him?
Yep.
Yeah, we have a friend who's a Lakers fan. His name is Chris. You've met him, Big Chris.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
he was like, he doesn't think so. We appreciated him and we thanked him and all this and that. Coming from somebody who's living in the West Coast right now, there's a lot of Lakers fans where I live. Okay. I personally agree with that statement that he made. Why? Because over here, I just keep hearing, damn, well, this year we got swept, but we can always say we didn't have Luca, we didn't have our guy.
Yep.
And I was like, but you had LeBron, you had AR, like sure you didn't have Luca, but they didn't have J Dub, so like that bounces off. And they're like, that's 40 points per game. I was like, but you got the GOAT. You still have LeBron James. And okay, I get it. He's not prime LeBron. He's older. He's in his 40s. And then they're like, I honestly can't wait for him to leave so we can get the money off of our books and be able to chase the next star. And Chris has said this to us multiple times. Just every Lakers fan I know has always talked about, well, post LeBron, the next star. And it felt like they were taking LeBron for granted. Like they were ready for him they weren't kicking him out because yes, he is the greatest of all time, but they were so ready for him to leave so that way they can chase the next star. And that's the thing with LA. It's like you could be there, but they want the next star.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. Like, I have a few Lakers friends that are fans. Sorry, I have a few friends that are Lakers fans. That's what I meant to say. And I agree with you. Like, a lot of them have said that they want LeBron off their team ASAP. And it could be, like you said, it could be like just not appreciating the GOAT. But I think also it comes back to the conversation we had the other day with Aseem, where we were talking about Tobias Harris. These big market teams, if you do not provide a championship or something of some sort or a legendary season, they will shit on you. And we're seeing this with LeBron. I mean, LeBron is up there. He's either one or two. There's no other debate about it. He's depending on who you talk to, he's either one or he's either two. And right now, he is a one-of-a-kind player that's still playing at this age. And like you said, Los, like, people take him for granted. This is something that this could be his last coming year, or maybe he just decides, you know what, this is it. I don't think that he'll do that. I think he'll come back for one more year and have a run, but we'll see, like a media tour or media run. But at the end of the day, I just think that it's a lot of what are you doing for me now type of people in those big market teams, unfortunately. Yep. And like I said, if you don't provide any wins or a good championship or like a legendary series, they're gonna come for your head. And like I said last week, that's what happened to Tobias Harris. And now him being with the Pistons and not having that pressure in his head makes him play a lot better.
Yep.
Same thing happened. Same thing was with LeBron in Cleveland. Like, yeah, he was in Cleveland, and sure, they were like, oh, this in the third. But guess what? His home team, his home fans, they never shitted on him. Like, they were not going at LeBron's head. They appreciated LeBron. They love LeBron. Everything was great. But when he started going to these big market teams, like when he went to Miami and the whole thing happened where he said, not 4, not 5, not 6 championships, and they lost that first one, they came for his head, went back to Cleveland. Everything was good. Then went to the Lakers. And, the only championship they won was the one in the bubble, which everybody disputes. Everybody disputes. They call it the Mickey Mouse Championship, everything like that, man. They go hard on him for that. So I just think that it's just the fans that it doesn't help. Not saying everyone is like that, but I feel like a lot of them kind of fall into that talk and their negativity, and they're just like, yeah, I agree, yeah, this and that, because they're not seeing the results. For the Lakers, I mean, it is a lot of money coming off your books with LeBron not being there. I think the best thing you can do if you're a Lakers organization is, I mean, personally, if I am the Lakers, I get it. You want to, hey, LeBron is LeBron. He's the GOAT and everything like that. But if you do want to try to win, I wouldn't sign LeBron again. It's too much money that you're putting on the books. try to get other players to complement Luka, try to get other players to complement Austin Reeves, and see what you could do. You
I have
know,
a hot take for you.
Sure.
The Lakers will never win a championship with Luka Doncic at the helm. Not just that, with Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves at the helm. Okay. It just never happened. It'll never happen for them.
I can see that. I can see that happening. I just think that if the Lakers want to try to best their chances, you got to try to build around these younger players and build for your future. You're going to have a lot of money that is available for that. Let's see if they actually do it.
Yep.
Because I think LeBron's next season is the last one, and I think he goes back home one more time. I think he goes to Cleveland. I don't think he's going back to Los Angeles.
Hey, speaking about Cleveland, they did just win 117, 113, 3 in a row for them. They're now up 3-2 in the series. So congratulations to Cleveland.
I think that series is done. I think they're good there.
Yep.
Yeah. Real quick, Los, but to go back to the Sixers thing, you being a Boston fan and you being obviously on the other side, and I feel like one thing about you, even though you're a Boston fan, is I feel like you're a very objective person. Like, you're not a biased person in certain things. Like, you kind of can tell, like, hey, this will definitely help y'all, or this won't help y'all and stuff. Like, you're not just like, yo, everybody trash. No matter who you get, y'all ass. This and the third, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, the biggest question going into next season for the Sixers is what is going to be the next move with Embiid. Embiid's extension kicks in next year. He's going to be making like $59 million. You also have a Paul George making a lot of money still on the books. You have Tyrese Maxey. You have VJ's second year, so being that this team lost, obviously, like, it wasn't 100% healthy, but we'll see what happens next year. But you being on the outside looking in, what do you think is the biggest thing the Sixers need to do in order to better their chances to go further in the playoffs next year?
So a lot of Sixers fans don't agree with this take.
Mm-hmm.
You might not agree with this take. Okay. But it's going to start off with something that you guys don't want to do. You're going to have to cut ties with Joel Embiid. You're going to have to trade him. You're going to have to figure something out, because at this point, the process isn't worth it anymore. And the process is a trademark for people. It's not Philadelphia. The process is Joel Embiid. That's why they call him the process.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. So it's time to just cut ties with that whole era of the Sixers is the process. Yes, he's getting paid a lot of money, but it's time to trade him, to let him go, let him try new adventures. People always say, well, it's hard to do these trades. In the NBA, nothing's hard.
Nope.
We saw Luka Doncic get traded for Anthony Davis, and Rob Pelinka called Utah, hey, we just need you to help us complete this trade. They didn't even have to tell them what the trade was. Utah said, yeah, sure, we'll help you out. Boom, boom, trade's complete. Then they came out and they were like, oh, if I knew it was for Luka, I would have never done this. It's not hard to complete trades in the NBA, okay? So you get Luka, you get Joel Embiid's contract off your books. You send him somewhere else. We said it before. I'll say it every single time. There is no loyalty in sports. So people just get it out of your heads. There is no loyalty. So with that being said, you get rid of Joel Embiid. You cut ties with Paul George. You get both of those hefty contracts off of your books. And then people that you can get that realistically could help the team. Okay, so I think we all agree here. You're going to build around Tyrese Maxey. He is the future. He is the star of the team. VJ Edgecombe is right behind him. He is there, okay? Another person you guys got to get rid of, Kyle Lowry, Kelly Oubre, Quentin Grimes, Adem Bona. You get rid of all of these guys that were brought in by Daryl Morey. Now, Kyle Lowry was really good for – not Kyle Lowry. Kelly Oubre was really good for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys can do better. You guys saw against the New York series, he was basically unplayable in that matchup. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so then, in my opinion, if your name isn't Tyrese Maxey, if your name isn't VJ Edgecombe, you're on the hot seat.
Yep.
Okay, now people that I think you guys could bring in that are upcoming free agents, sort of, to help your franchise. One, if LeBron James doesn't want to go back home, if he wants to try something out, shoot the shot. Bring somebody like LeBron James in and have him teach Tyrese Maxey, have him teach VJ Edgecombe the art of basketball in the playoffs. He is just a great teacher, and it's a 1-year thing. And I think that'd be a very, very good thing to do. Do I think that'll happen? Absolutely not.
No.
Do I think you guys should try? Absolutely. It's LeBron James. The knowledge that he can teach those two kids, phenomenal. Okay. But realistically now, okay. Let's see. I'm looking at the free agencies. Okay. Where is he at? I just saw him. So you bring in John Collins. Okay. John Collins can either be your 4 or your 5. He can stretch the floor out for a Maxey who likes to get into the paint, and he's a slasher type of a player who uses his speed off the screens. He can play through the 3 and D. He can get you a lot of rebounds. Yes, he does come with that injury question mark, but you take the gamble on him. But you don't give him a big contract. He's just a piece that could complement Tyrese Maxey here because of him being able to play the 3-point line, him being able to stretch the floor, and him being able to get rebounds. With somebody like Tyrese Maxey, in my opinion, you do what Boston did with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. You get a big that can shoot threes that's going to bring other bigs outside of the paint because Maxey can finish on anybody. Okay? You're going to play that screen game. Boom. He's going to use his speed. And then you either respect Tyrese Maxey's speed, you're going to have to help. And then you got a wide open John Collins who can shoot that open 3. He's proven that he can make that open 3. Okay. A 3 to replace Kelly Oubre. Andrew Wiggins. Okay. It's not the name. It's not the sexy name. And I know a lot of Sixers fans, no offense, Peter, you guys as a whole in Philadelphia are always looking for that next big name, that next star, kind of like LA. You don't need the stars. You have the stars. Now it's time to complement the stars. And I think Andrew Wiggins provides that. He's going to be your big physical 3, somebody who can defend multiple positions, who's just a very versatile player, who can also give you something offensively every now and then. And he's proven that in the finals run with Golden State. He proved that with the year that he had before he got hurt with Miami. I mean, in Minnesota as well. Like, he's proven that he could be that type of a player. Another person that you guys could bring in, you guys do need a big man, and it won't hurt. Zach Collins. He's not the sexy name, but he's somebody that could suffice, who can be there and can replace Andre Drummond if the market demands he gets a bigger contract. Because Andre Drummond's, in my opinion, is somebody that you should keep. He was a really, really good piece for you guys.
Mm-hmm. And he's cheap always.
He's cheap. But just in case a team outbids you guys for him, Zach Collins is somebody there that you can get for. Now, trademark, because I did say you can trade Joel Embiid, okay? This is Domantas Sabonis. Phenomenal player. I think you guys can get something done with him. Contracts are kind of similar. Of course, you might have to give up an asset like a pick or something, but that should be the number one priority, okay? Another player, Walker Kessler from the Utah Jazz, okay? Another name. He's young. He's athletic, can get rebounds. He was averaging a double-double before he got hurt. I think he's a phenomenal player that you guys can add there and add to a young core of teams. Looking at the board again, Lakers fans, I'm sorry, but Rui Hachimura, that could be another player that you guys could add onto the team. That could be a 3 and D type of a guy, somebody who could use a change of scenery. Let's see. Big one here, okay? And he has an injury history, but a big one here. Robert Williams III. He could literally be a defensive anchor for you while being a young, explosive player. Yes, he comes with an injury question mark, but if he's healthy, and I think he showed it this year, he can literally change the dynamics of games. But those are like the starts. That's how I would fix the Philadelphia 76ers.
Mm-hmm.
The team isn't going to get far, though, until you get rid of the owner. You're going to need a new owner, and that's just the sad truth.
No, I get you. Yeah. No, but surprisingly, I actually agree with you on a lot of things that you say. I love him. I love Embiid. I think that what he's done for the franchise obviously is good, and he's put it. He especially this playoff series against Boston. He put his body on the line a lot. But I feel like, kind of like you said, it could be a thing that both the team and the player need like a change. I think Embiid could use a change, and maybe see if he could try to win a championship with another team, or maybe just ride out his next 3 years with another team. I mean, you're talking about he's going to get paid $57 million this coming year, 62 the next year, and then 67 million his final year. It's a lot of money to be having on the books that you could use to do other things. Like Lo said, if there's a way to get Paul George, I think Embiid, giving him up, I don't think you need to give up a pick for him. I think Paul George is definitely the one that you're gonna have to give up a pick. It just
depends if you want Domantas Sabonis. If you want somebody like that, you got to give up a pick with Embiid.
Well, like I said, I'm not saying for Sabonis specifically. I would like that trade, but I'm just saying that in general, I think that Embiid is the one that you wouldn't need to attach a pick depending on who you get back. Paul George, I feel like no matter who you're getting back, I think it's still, you're going to have to give up like a pick or something. Somebody to take that contract. His contract is, he's got only 2 years left, but he's making $54 million this year, coming year, and then 56 the next one. And it's a player option. He's definitely going to opt into it, because who the hell is going to pay him that much, almost $60 million with how he's been playing. So that's going to be the tough one to get rid of. I like, like I said, Sabonis would be cool. I think that would be nice if we're able to do that. I just don't know if that's going to be the case. The John Collins one is nice. I like that. I like that option. I think that I would agree with that one. I would also, personally, this may sound crazy, but I agree with you. The Rui Hachimura. I think the Rui Hachimura could be good. But another person that I would get that isn't Andrew Wiggins, that I think that he had a good year last year. He's an unrestricted free agent. And there was rumors about him possibly getting traded before to the Sixers. That's Norman Powell. Norman Powell could be really good for the Sixers. Have him at the 3. Yes, he isn't a big body at the 3, but he's a slightly above average defender. He had a really good year with the Heat. He had 22. He had averaging 22 points, shooting 47 from the field, 38 from 3, 83 from the free throw line. He had the 4 rebounds, 3 assists, one steal per game. So to me, he had a good year, obviously, with the Heat. He's an unrestricted free agent, so I think that he could be good on that aspect, being at the 3. He is a little, like I said, undersized for the 3. He's going to be 6'4", and we already have the 2 guards in VJ and Maxey. But maybe you can play like a switch or something like that. But I like Norman Powell. I think that his game this past year was really good, so I think that he could be an interesting asset for the Sixers. And then like I said, if Sabonis were to be on the move, that would be great. I would love that. I like Sabonis's game a lot. I think him and wow, I'm trying to think of his name and now I can't remember it. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you his name now because I can't. Oh, and Lauri Markkanen. I love both of their games. Lauri Markkanen is a great one. I don't think the Jazz are going to give him up. That would be a fantastic pickup back. Lauri Markkanen, who's only like 28 years old, averaged 27, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. He had a really good year, even though he was sat out a lot because, obviously they were the Jazz were trying to milk themselves a better draft pick. But that would be nice. But someone of that caliber would be dope. Walker Kessler scares me a little bit because he's coming from that foot injury that took him out for the whole year. So I don't know how he's going to be.
Yep.
But I think we can both agree that the Sixers do have to make a lot of changes in order for them to believe that they're going to compete. You can't go out there with the same team again. It's not going to happen.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about the Spurs and the Timberwolves. We saw Wemby get injected. He had that really pretty vicious elbow that he had landed on Naz Reid. I saw the highlights of the game. Excuse me. I saw the highlights of the game, and I guess he got fed up. He was getting fouled a whole bunch. They weren't really calling all the contact, the physicality on him, and he just had enough, and he threw one of them elbows, them haymakers, got himself ejected, costed the team the game there. But then he bounced back on the next one. They did not suspend him for that game. He came back with 27 points, 17 rebounds, 3 blocks, 3 assists. Just the domination of a game. How do we feel about that series, man?
I feel like this series is also over. I just think that it's just demoralizing to get to have a freak of nature like Wembanyama just do this to this team. Like the man's almost scoring a 2020 game on you, like 27, like you said, 27 points, 17 rebounds, the 5 assists, the 3 blocks, which he was low on blocks, low key, and that's 3. That's still a good amount, and that for everybody, that's low. I mean, for Wemby, that's low. Had a plus 24 on the court. Dude's a monster, bro. Like it's demoralizing, low key, like for the Timberwolves. And then I just keep thinking, if Anthony Edwards, is he 100%? I don't know if he is. Yeah, and then he's playing 39 minutes, bro. He's playing the most minutes out of the whole team. Like
dog.
He is a dog. He's a beast. He put up 20 points. He had the 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Everything else was done. He was a -9 on the field, but I mean, he's like their only hope right now. Like the rest of the team, like Rudy Gobert, 4 points. I get it. You're not a scoring machine, but brother, you got to put a double-double, and you only have 5 rebounds. That's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
That's terrible. You're not helping out the team at all. Ayo is doing his role. He had the 16 points, 9 rebounds. How Ayo, who's a guard, got more rebounds than Rudy Gobert, who's like 7'2"? Like, what the hell's wrong with you?
I'll give you a simple explanation.
Wembanyama, I know that, but
that's it.
But still, though, I feel like even before in the series, Gobert was able to get more rebounds than this. Yeah, he had 13 rebounds the game before, 7 the game before that, 10 and 10. You had 5 rebounds, brother. Come on. 5 rebounds.
Was on a mission that game.
I could see Wemby was on a mission.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I don't know. I feel bad because I wanted Anthony Edwards to see him in the Western Conference Final. That dude is a dog. He's an animal. And when he's 100% healthy, he goes out there and wants to take everybody's head off. But just seeing how this team is playing and seeing how he looks, I just don't think. I think it's over for them. I think the Spurs go next, which is cool. I like the Spurs going next to face the Thunder because Wemby's just, there's no stopping him. Then the Thunder not going to be able to stop him either. Mm-hmm. That man's he's gonna tear him up. I wonder how the rest of the team's gonna go against the Thunder, against a dangerous Lou Dort who's going to try to elbow or push somebody or whatever. This is a very physical team in the OKC Thunder. They're going to do a lot of stuff. They're going to play really rough. So I wonder how that's going to be for the rest of this team, but we'll see how it goes.
Amen. Well, I guess we talked about the second round as much as we could. I do want to just say 2 things. The first, everybody knows I'm a Celtics fan, and I'll tell you guys bluntly, no, I do not want us to trade Jaylen Brown away. People are taking everything that he was saying out of context. I think he came back on his podcast and he cleared up the air. This was his favorite year because he loves proving people wrong. And the fact that, going into the NBA season, no big media, no analysts thought that the Celtics would make it as far as we did, as being the second seed, making it to the playoffs. Everybody thought it would be a gap year and that, we would be competing for lottery picks. And instead, Jaylen Brown put the team on his back and showed out that he really can be a number one, that he is worthy of the Supermax contract that he was paid for. He loved the team that he was with because everybody just fought hard. So with that, I respect everything he said, and I think everybody's just taking it out of context. Okay. He does not want to leave Boston. Like he said, he loves it in Boston. He's being treated very well in Boston, and he loves playing for us. He knows that playing in Boston is his best opportunity to keep competing for NBA championships and keep cementing his legacy. What I will say, okay, I do think Derek White might be out of the door this year. I think Derek White could be the odd man out. I think Derek White might be the one being traded here. Would I want to get Giannis? Of course. I mean, who wouldn't want Giannis Antetokounmpo on their team? I didn't bring him up earlier just because, okay, first of all, everybody would like Giannis. Like the Sixers, if they could trade for Giannis, they're going to trade for Giannis, and they're not going to think twice about it. He's a freak of nature. I mean, a one-of-a-kind player, former MVP, defensive player of the year. Like, he can do anything and everything. NBA champion, finals MVP, like you name it, okay? But if that means I got to get rid of the Jays and split up the Jays, I don't want to do it. Why? Because we, as the Celtics, when they're both healthy, we have the best wing duo in the NBA, and it isn't even close. It's a big margin, if you ask me, on duos in the NBA and then wing duos and who has the best ones. And I think Boston, by far, it's not even close. It is us. It's just no other wing duo can compete with Boston, especially when they're both healthy and they're clicking on all cylinders. Okay. So that's the first thing I wanted to get off my chest. The second thing I wanted to get off my chest is a question for everybody, because we've been talking about this for a couple years now, and I think we should bring it up to the world to hear. Okay. So comment down below what you guys think. Who is a better player all time? James Harden or Dwayne Wade? Simple. Let us know what you think. And finally, I said later in the NBA portion of the pod, I would ask you guys a question, or I would not ask you guys a question. I would tell you guys what I think could fix the free throw dilemma in the NBA. Sorry, I'm tired. This need for exaggerating contact and flopping and, doing your best to sell contact, or what Shea and Jalen Brunson do now is, they'll grab the opposing defender's arm, go up with a shot to make it look like they're the ones being dragged down and, getting to the free throw line. No offense, Joel Embiid and his antics on getting to the free throw line. There's more players that do it. I mean, Luka Doncic led the league in free throw attempts per game this year. So, like, he's another one. A simple solution. Okay, so hear me out. Peter, let me know what you think.
Go ahead.
We need a fundamental. I think I said that wrong. Fundamental.
Fundamental. Oh my gosh, now I can't say it.
Yeah.
Fundamental,
yes. Fundamental change to the game of basketball, okay? It's a simple one. Okay, so Adam Silver, if you hear this, I want to take some credit for this, okay? Okay, so look. We're going to eliminate free throw attempts, but we're not going to eliminate them completely. If you go up, you get fouled, boom, okay? If it's an intentional foul, a la Haka DeAndre Jordan, Haka Shaq, Haka Howard, Haka Mitchell Robinson, cool. Those, in my opinion, should now be deemed flagrant fouls, okay? Flagrant fouls, so that way it's not as inclined to do this intentional fouling. Because what I'm going to say is, for the NBA to solve this free throw problem that they're having, they need to change free throws in general. And by changing them, if you get fouled on a shot, instead of getting 2 free throw shots and 2 free throw attempts, you're now only going to get one free throw attempt. So now it's not as incentivizing for players to look and only draw for contact and then complain for the contact. You want to be an offensive player. You want to make those buckets. You still make those buckets. You still get 2 points. You hit a 3, you get 3 points. You get fouled at the 3-point line, you get 2 points. You get 2 free throw shots. But if you're just going to go out and you're going to go look for contact and flop and try and sell as much contact as you can to get to the free throw line, you're only going to get 1 free throw attempt, 1 point per free throw. And I think that would be less enticing for these players that we call foul baiters to do what they do and do the antics that they do. And it will also speed up the game of basketball because now they're not as inclined to look for the fouls. And then to make it a little bit harder as well for the defense as well. Okay. I think I saw this one online. Instead of 6 fouls, you get 5 for the entire game until you foul out. 5 fouls. Now it's harder on both aspects. That one I'm not the biggest fan of, but I understand why you do it. Okay? Now you're going to make it harder for the defense. So now if you want to intentionally foul, not only you're going to get a flagrant foul, so they're going to keep possession of the basketball with that 1 free throw attempt. So now it's not as enticing to do a Hacker Robinson or a Hacker Shaq and, intentionally fouling things. And I'm saying this because no offense to Philly fans, I personally did not like that. I personally did not like seeing you guys bring in a Quentin Grimes onto the basketball court for the sole purpose of fouling Mitchell Robinson. So the Knicks have to take him out of the game. I don't like that. Mm-hmm. If you can't out-rebound him and you can't deal with his defense, you're going to change your scheme. If that means you got to go small and you got to take Joel Embiid off the court, you have to do that now. Because I personally don't want a game to be dragged out because you don't have an answer for this guy except putting him on a free throw line. Mm-hmm. That's just extending the game. So that's my simple solution to the game of basketball that we have going today. We're going to now have 1 free throw attempts per 2-point shot, 2 free throw attempts per 3-point shots. If you intentionally foul, it's considered a flagrant foul. The team keeps possession of the basketball post free throw. And then 5 personal fouls just to make it a little bit harder on the defense.
Yeah, I think having that little rule, that little caveat of like, if you intentionally foul, it's a flagrant, so it's the free throw and they get it back. I think that's important because if you're gonna keep that rule of like, foul baiting and stuff and not getting the 2 rebounds, having the 1, you run into that risk of like, if the game is close, that these other players are gonna just be like, just foul them, and you keep fouling them until time runs out. They're only gonna get 1 free throw anyways, and then we get the ball back. So definitely, I think that that's important to establish something like that. I just feel like I get what you're saying, and I agree with a couple of things there. I just think that it's all we're gonna talk about is just fantasy. These rules ain't gonna change. They're gonna leave them just like that, unfortunately.
Probably, but that's just I just wanted to shoot that into the
No, I get it, and you got some good points in there. I wonder if the fans agree, and we'd like to hear what changes they would want to make to these things, because obviously like foul baiting is a big thing. These players are shooting all-time high free throw attempts and stuff. So and like Lo said, if it's gonna be the Thunder in the finals with a team like the Knicks, it's gonna break the record possibly for the most free throw attempts in a single game and in a playoff series for sure.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, that cuts it out for our basketball portion. We did have a big UFC card this weekend. Oof. With, in my opinion, one of the upsets of the years. So, without further ado, Peter, let's talk about it. Oof. The brash, the bad mouth, the however you want to call him, Sean Strickland has defeated Hamzat Chimaev. 5th round split decision victory. First of all, what a fight. Okay, what a fight. Sean Strickland's game plan was flawless, in my opinion. He said, okay, he knows he's not going to be able to defend a takedown round 1. He knows Hamzat's going to give it all he can. He's going to gas out. He sure did gas out in that 2nd round. Great game plan. And then from then on out, it was just a war, an absolute war. So, Peter, tell me, what do you think of this fight? What do you think of this main event? What do you think of the outcome?
Well, first off, I want to say that the fight was definitely enjoyable, was much better than Chimaev versus DDP. Much better than that fight. Chimaev, even himself, after that 2nd round, decided to just strike like the whole 3rd round with Strickland. And he even has some success against Strickland in that striking exchange a few times. And then he just kept going with the takedowns and spamming the takedowns and everything. Obviously, this is a big upset. This is, to me, it's the biggest upset of the year so far. I don't think anything comes close to this because I felt like nobody gave Strickland a chance. I feel like, and if there are some people that are like, yeah, I believed in Strickland, this and that, I feel like they talking out their ass right now. I think they bullshit. I think everybody thought that Chimaev was going to ragdoll Strickland, especially when DDP was able to dominate Strickland in the grappling and win the fight in the decision both times against Strickland. But seeing what Strickland did to improve with the grappling and everything, we seen he was never really in any big trouble in that exchange. It didn't seem like he was going to get TKO'd. Didn't seem like he was going to get choked out. So he did well in those aspects. The fight was close in my opinion. On first watch, I have not rewatched the fight again, but first watch, I did have Chimaev winning, but it was a close fight. I could see it going either way. I was shocked. Again, I was shocked because I thought that Chimaev did enough, but I'll be real with you. At first, I was like, what? No way. And I probably would have said that it was a robbery, but I looked into it. I seen highlights and stuff. I didn't, like I said, didn't rewatch the whole fight back, but I did watch highlights. I do think that fight was close and it could have went either way. To me, I still have that mentality of like, to beat the champ, to be the champ, you got to beat the champ. I don't know if Strickland did 100% everything to do it, but according to the judges, he did. Good for him. Chimaev is a weight bully who was like 230 pounds and then cut to 185. And obviously, we're going to go into the debate of he definitely didn't make weight. He definitely did not make weight. I don't know what the commission was on, but he did not make weight. He looked terrible on the scales, and he did not fight like he had a full gas tank. Like Lo said, in that 2nd round, he gassed out. He did get like a little second wind out in the 3rd and the 4th, but he also was just like not doing, he was not as explosive as he was in the 1st round. This is a big problem with Chimaev. It just seems like if you can survive that 1st round somehow, you have a really good possibility of beating him. Burns, he looked good against Chimaev. That fight was a game-changing fight, that it was close. Usman had a really close fight with Chimaev as well. So again, and then now this one with Strickland is also close. Chimaev, I feel like he's just got to get himself in order. He's got to get his stuff together, get your diet in order, focus on that, focus on recovery, because right now we're not taking no excuses, brother. You a fighter, everybody cuts weight, everybody gets injured, everybody's got to deal with that. That's your responsibility. If you weren't healthy enough, if your body shut down and stuff, you should have told Dana, you should have told Hunter, I can't fight, and either relinquish the belt or they make an interim belt, whatever it is. Most likely they was going to take it off of you because you was going to have a year not fighting. But
yep.
Focus on it, bro. Don't be like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna go to 205 now for just because I lost to this guy and I don't want to cut no more weight. Nah, you say you want to rematch, right? Well, focus on your health, man. Focus on your health. Focus on the weight cut. Make sure that you're able to recover, because if not, then I just see the fight going the same way. I just see it going the same way. Strickland just waited for you to gas out, and once you do, he's just gonna pour it on you.
Yep. Hey, shout out to one of the best head coaches in the MMA, Eric Nixick. I think that was a game plan that he came up with, and once again, Eric Nixick does the impossible. Looking at the total fights stats, Sean Strickland did land more strikes than him, 160 to 137. More significant strikes at 123 to 98. Obviously, 0-1 on the takedown. Chimaev, 9 of 13 on the takedowns. No knockdowns either way. So the fight was very close. Nonetheless, the new 2-time UFC middleweight champion, future Hall of Famer. I know people don't want to hear it, but future Hall of Famer, Sean Strickland.
That's crazy. Who would have thought? Man, I bet you if you would have bet Strickland by decision, some good money would have been won.
Oh, some good money. Hey, moving on, we got the co-main event. Joshua Van with a KO. I think it was a KO. No, it's TKO. Joshua Van with a TKO victory against Tatsuro Taira. What a fight.
Yeah.
Fight of the night, in my opinion. They actually did one fight of the night now I'm looking at. What do you think, Peter? Talk to me.
That was a great fight. These flyweights know how to bang. They know how to fight. They fight at a great pace. Joshua Van, I have been a fan of him for a few years now, and I'd said that I like Joshua Van, and I definitely could see him as UFC champion. I didn't know it was going to happen this fast. Pantoja is going to be the toughest fight for him. Everybody else, I just don't think they stand a chance. Joshua Van has got these freaking hands that they melt people. Tatsuro Taira, when he got caught by those shots, he was stumbling back. The man was getting dropped. It was bad. This man, Joshua Van, he's got paws on him, man. He And shout out to Van too, because Taira is a really good submission artist. He was able to submit Brandon Moreno, who's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. And Joshua Van, he just kept getting out of all those takedown attempts. He kept getting out of all of that. And I do think in the scorecards that if Van would have won that last round, I think two of the judges would have had him at a draw or something. I can't remember exactly. I believe it was either a draw or it was going to be like a split decision as well. But hey, he left that out of the judge's hands, which is what you're supposed to do when you're a fighter. He got the 100K for the fight of the night bonus. He looked phenomenal in there. He has power in them hands, which is very rare for a flyweight other than Davidson Figueiredo when he was in the division. But dangerous fighter. I love him. That's my guy. I don't know if I could pick him against Pantoja though. So just being honest, but yeah, impressive performance by Joshua Van.
Yeah, definitely impressive. I mean, when he started putting the body shots onto Tatsuro Taira, I mean, you just saw the wind getting sucked out of Tatsuro Taira. And that's the first time that Tatsuro Taira's been finished in an MMA fight. So yeah, Joshua Van's got them mittens on him. I agree though. I don't think he can beat Alexander Pantoja. It's something that's gonna be up to be seen. That is what's next for Joshua Van. I mean, Tatsuro Taira, he is a great submission artist. I just think Alexander Pantoja, if he takes your back the way that Tatsuro Taira did, good luck. That is a different level, in my opinion.
I think he gets to finish there.
Agreed. Moving on, we had, in my opinion, a robbery here. Alexander Volkov with a unanimous decision win over Waldo Cortez Acosta. Personally, I thought it was a robbery. Might sound a little biased here. Just, you know, I'm looking at it here. Total strikes went to Volkov. Significant strikes um, went to Volkov as well. But the power shots, those shots that made the more damage, in my opinion, were landed by Waldo Cortez Acosta.
Yep.
And to me, it just made it seem like it just made it seem as if damage doesn't trump everything. And that is why I thought it was a complete robbery. Um, Nonetheless, shout out to Volkov. You are making a case to be next in line for the title shot. It's going to be a while for that title shot, but you're making a good case for it. Peter, what did you think?
I thought the fight was okay. Waldo Cortez definitely showed that he had some power in him, especially towards the later rounds. I think that he was coming alive in those later rounds. That first round, it felt like he was still trying to figure out the range. I mean, Volkov is the tallest fighter in the heavyweight division, so it's a tough one to go against him, obviously. But he did start turning it up in the following rounds. I thought that he did pretty good, considering the fact. Volkov, not bad, good performance as well from him. In my opinion, I did have Waldo winning the fight. Again, it was another close one though, so it's tough to be like mad because of how close the fight was. Obviously, we're trying to get these finishes, leave it out of the judges' hands because you never know who's going to win. Volkov, congratulations, sir. You just signed a ticket to wait for a title shot, and because of that, you're going to face Gable Stevenson next year. So, or Josh Hoke. So, congratulations, brother. You ain't getting a title shot next, but you may be next in line.
Yep. Moving on. Sean Brady with a unanimous decision domination over Joaquin Buckley.
Dominant, brother. Dominant win.
The fact that he was a plus 175 going into the fight.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened there.
I mean, yeah. Buckley, he got dominated by Usman on the ground. He had nothing for him on the ground. And then Sean Brady, he just showed him a different level of grappling. Obviously, at that fight, Usman was a lot older, so it's not the same Usman that was there, when he fought like a Tyron Woodley. But this was just a different level of grappling, and Joaquin Buckley basically had nothing for him. So
nothing. He had nothing. Now look, the strikes look crazy, 245 to 21. But I will say, out of those 245 strikes from Sean Brady, I don't think much of them hurt. They were just pestering shots, when he had him on the ground and everything. But, you got to give credit to the man. He dominated Joaquin Buckley badly. He made him look like he did not belong there with him. Sean Brady's showing everybody that he's still a top 10 fighter in this division. I'd love to see him face another top. Like, I want to see him face like a higher ranked opponent. You're on the winning streak now with the one fight. Let's see what you could do and try to get yourself maybe next in line. Well, not next in line, but like maybe like 2, maybe 3 more fights, and then we could talk about something with a title shot for you, obviously. But dominant performance. He looked really good in this fight.
Lastly, another dominant performance. Sorry to my man Bobby King Green. He did not get the performance bonus that he was asking for, but just a dominant performance. A submission victory over Jeremy Stephens.
Yep.
Who would have thought?
Me, because I picked King Green. Me.
We all picked King Green. I'm saying submission.
Submission. No, I thought he was going to get. I thought it was going to be a knockout. It was a finish, but I wanted a knockout. But hey, listen, man. That man King Green, he's been doing his thing lately. I mean, he's won how many in a row? I'm going to tell you right now. 3 in a row. He's won 3 in a row. He won against Gibson Jr., he won against Zellhuber, and now he won against Stevens. Listen, Stevens is not a high ranked guy or nothing like that. Bobby Green is not about to be in the top 10 in the division or anything like that. The guy is just there to put fun, entertaining fights, which this was. He was able to get a finish, so he got himself a bonus off of that, the knockout bonus. So listen, man, King Green, congrats. You look good. Let's see what you got for the next one.
100%, 100%. Quickly, we'll do these a little bit quicker here. Adbeta Gutierrez with a knockout victory over Ozzy Diaz.
Nasty.
Yep, just more people to the list here. We got a performance of the night bonus here. Yaroslav
Amosov, yep.
Joel Alvarez, a submission victory.
Nasty
Peter,
as well.
How you predicted that.
Yep, he's nasty, man. He's a nasty dude from Bellator. He was a former champion from there. I gotta correct myself. The last episode I said that this was his debut from Bellator. He actually debuted before he faced Neil Magny. He dominated him as well. So I just want to correct myself.
Grant Dawson with a submission victory over Mateos Rebecki. A lot of submissions here. And then performance of the night, the old man, Jim Miller.
Was not expecting this.
Submission versus Jared Gordon.
Was not expecting this.
His hardest to catch up to Charles Oliveira's record. He really wants the record. So
I was very surprised on this. Good for Jim Miller, man. You know, getting himself a win here. Is he on a winning streak too or nah? Nah. He lost to Hooper. Yeah. So, but hey, man, listen, congratulations to him. He had his family in the bleachers watching him.
Yeah. That does it for our mini UFC 328 review.
Yeah, because we're not covering that the next week one. That card is.
We will be back in the UFC. Well, let's see. So we got Song versus Figueiredo. That should be a good fight. We got the return. We'll do this one for Aseem. Hopefully he's back by then. Is remember the name Bilal Muhammad, Gabriel
Bilal, baby.
And then the one we're all waiting for, the White House.
Yes.
UFC Freedom 250.
We need that, man. We need
Ilia Topuria going up against the Sacrificial Lamb and Justin Gaethje.
We need it.
So with that being said, guys, we'll move on. Peter, talk to me, man. MLB Fantasy Baseball standout performances. What do you got? What do you think?
All righty. Well, let me go into the bank real quick. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's see. Come on. What do we got here? All right. What do we got? Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to see. Well, first off, I wanted to give a big shout out to Byron Buxton. That man has had like a home run in like every game. It seems like that dude has been doing super good. Yep. Byron Buxton's been on fire. What happened?
2 home runs today.
Look at that. That man's been on fire.
I wish that's what Judge would be doing right now. I know he has got 16 home runs, but give me a multiple home run game already, man.
No, listen, Byron Buxton, a monster. He's been doing good. And a big shout out to the new home run leader, Kyle Schwarber, who's also been on fire this year. 17. That man's got 17 home runs. If he keeps it going, he's on pace for like 68 or something like that. He's been playing really good. Obviously, the Phillies not so much, but him himself has been doing pretty good. Paul Skeens looks like he's back after that shaky first outing. The man's got 6 wins now. He's got a 1.98 ERA, 56 strikeouts for the year. He's got the best whip in baseball. So he's looking like his old self again. He's looking like he's coming for that Cy Young. Mm-hmm. Cam Schlittler again has just been pitching really good for the Yanks. He is leading the league in ERA with the lowest 1.35. Incredible ERA for him. The team obviously has not backed him in runs to try to get him more wins. He did
He's 5-1.
Yeah, but he could have if the Yankees would have beat Milwaukee, he could have gotten another win there.
Yeah, that is true.
So he could have had a better record and stuff, but he's still 5-1, 1.35 ERA, 59 strikeouts for the year, 0.81 WHIP, just behind Paul Skeens. And then Chris Sale as well for the Atlanta Braves, 6-2, 2.2 ERA, 56 strikeouts, 0.88 WHIP. Again, he's been doing really good. He takes the mound tomorrow. He's going to be facing the Cubs. Yes, tough team, but I think Chris Sale can get it done. Anybody else that has stood out to me? Well, obviously Matt Olson, who's been doing phenomenal this year, still batting now 295, but he's got the 14 homers, 37 RBIs, leading the league in RBI with a 1.012 OPS. So Matt Olson has been on fire so far this year. So a big shout out to him. And I'm going to give a shout out to one more person. If I can find his stat. Hold on. Where you at? Let me just talk about this one guy. I don't know if we talked about him last week, but I got to bring him up. You got him on your fantasy lows. Andy Pages, 318 batting average, 9 home runs, 35 RBIs, 0.909 OPS. Literally, this man on Wednesday the 6th hit 3 home runs, 6 RBIs. That man was unstoppable that night. Yep. It is insane to see how good of a year this guy is having out in Los Angeles. He is batting really good. Like I said, 318 batting average. He's 8th in the division. I mean, in the league. 9 home runs, tied for 24th, but he's still, he still got some. 35 RBIs. He's tied for 3rd in the league. 3rd. That's very key, very important. This man is playing incredible. The Dodgers, they've been shaky. Shohei Ohtani has not been hitting nothing. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know what's going on with Kyle Raleigh. Kyle Raleigh just got his first hit in the past 35 batting appearances. It's insane to see some of these really good players not be doing so good in the beginning of the season. And one is going to always think, could this be from the World Baseball Classic? Because a lot of these guys are from there. Kyle Raleigh, Aaron Judge, Paul Skeens, Tarek Skubal. So these guys are coming from the World Baseball Classic, and we're trying to see hey, what's going on here? Is it because of that, or is it some other stuff going on? But but yeah, those are the people I wanted to give a shout out to real quick because they've been playing really well so far.
For me, my shout outs, you got a lot of the ones that I was going to say, but one that you didn't say, have him on my fantasy team. He just came back from injury this week. He's actually number 2 in our fantasy league in second baseman. Luis Garcia Jr., man, has been balling. 272 batting average, 3 home runs, 22 RBIs, 2 stolen bases. I mean, since he's been back from injury, he had that 0-1 start, but he didn't play the whole game. And then from there on out, 3 for 5, 2 for 4, 3 for 5 with 2 home runs. I mean, just monster stat line there. He came in today, middle of the game to pinch hit or relieve somebody who got hurt. And then he went 1 for 3 with an RBI. The man's just been doing really, really good since he's been back from injury. A couple other people, Bailey Ober, he had a no-hitter yesterday.
Insane.
Phenomenal game for him. He's now 4-2. He has 39 strikeouts with a 1.02 WHIP and a 3.46 ERA. Obviously, not the best ERA, but I mean, the no-hitter deserves to get a nomination.
Oh, yeah.
Over there, because it's not often that you hear a no-hitter from a baseball player. Side of that, I think you hit all the ones that I wanted to talk about. your guy on your fantasy team, he also had a day. Jacob Mizorowski,
Oof.
10 strikeouts today, 7 innings pitch. I mean, the
The
game
third
before
best
that,
pitcher in the league.
the game before that, he had 11 strikeouts, 8 strikeouts, 9 strikeouts, 9. I mean, he is a problem. 3-2 with a 2.212 ERA and a .90 WHIP. I mean, man, young and dominant. That's what he has.
He's leading the league in strikeouts right now.
Yeah, he is.
Mm-hmm.
He is.
Monster.
Now, what do you think of your fantasy team? What do you think of fantasy overall?
Honestly, my fantasy team, I've been very happy with them. I'm sorry, Roby, but this week is kind of like a bye for me, so I haven't really been doing too much changes to the team. I've been leaving it alone.
Yes.
I feel like I have a lot of strong positions. I have some that are decent, and I think I have only one weak point. My strongest, I think, is my catcher and my first baseman, because I have a William Contreras, who's the best catcher in the league. I have a backup of JT Realmuto, who's like number 13, just because he missed injuries, and then I have Austin Wells, who's number 8 in the league. And then first baseman, I got Pete Alonso, who is 14 apparently, but he just keeps putting up big numbers for me. And then I have a Jonathan Aranda, who is the 5th best first baseman as well, who's been putting big numbers for me. And then obviously the third base monster, the best one, I got Munetaka Murakami, who's just every game 11, 7, 9. He did have one time that he had 5, but then before that 16, 23. So Murakami just puts up some big numbers sometimes.
Yep.
I think that my outfield is good. I have Julio, who's been picking it up. Julio's been picking it up out there. He's the 4th best outfielder. I got a Mike Trout, who's the 2nd best outfielder as well, who's been looking phenomenal this year. And then I have Pete Crow Armstrong, who he's also been picking it up. This last game, he did only have 2 points, and then before that, 0 and 4, and then 2. But he did have a 14, a 12, 11, 8. So he's the 5th best outfielder. So I feel like getting him is good. My weak point was pitching, but I was able to get it back up. Again, like Lo said, I got the Jacob Mizorowski, who they have him listed now as the 8th best pitcher. But from when I looked at the numbers, the only people above him in scoring is just Ohtani and Cam Schlittler. So to me, he's the 3rd best pitcher in baseball. Mm-hmm. I do have a Carlos Rodon who came back from injury. He didn't look too good in his last outing. We'll see how it goes. But Bryce Elder on my team, who's the 4th best pitcher, putting up big numbers. I feel like my pitching, actually, I feel like I got it down packed. I feel like I don't really need big changes here. We're good with that. My weakest point is the second base. All I have is Luis Ariz, who's only been averaging 4.9. He's only got 197 total. Yes, he does bat for average and stuff. The only problem with him is that he isn't on first base this year. He is officially on second. So the scoring is going to be a little bit lower because he's not going to be getting as many putouts. But yeah, he is batting 303. So he's living up to his moniker of always being 300. The man does not hit no homers, no home runs, only 14 RBIs. The only good thing about him is he barely strikes out. So I don't have to worry about negative points ever with him. But that might be my weak point that I try to look at to change. But as of now, I'm cool with him. I'm cool with him giving me, give me whatever you need. Right now, he's got 4 points for me. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with the 4 points. But yeah, sorry again, Roby. I'm not trying to do you this dirty, but this is the truth. Yeah, about to ask. Sorry. What about you, Los? You got a strong team and you're facing a strong player. Like you got the series of the week.
The battle of the Titans is what we call it. I'm going up against my fellow friend, my fellow mate here, 5-1, Nick. I'm currently up 260 to 238. Man, this is Yesterday I had a monster day. I was up like 70 points on him, 68 to 70 points. It was insane. He cut the lead down. I'm only up 22. It's not much I can do. Was working today. Yankees game started at the ass crack of the dawn today at 10 a.m. for me. What's that? 1 a.m. 1 p.m. for East Coasters. And when games start that early, it sucks because you don't get a chance to make adjustments in the waiver wire or in the free agency. So Ryan Jeffers once again decided not to play for me. He has been so good for me. I mean, just so good whenever he plays. He's the seventh best catcher in our league. He's batting a 299 with 6 home runs, 25 RBIs. I mean, 16 points, 12 points, 10 points, 20 points, 15 points. I mean, the man is just, when he plays, he gets me so many points. He's just, when he doesn't play, it hurts because I'm missing those points. Again, I shouted him out. Luis Garcia Jr. has been a gem of a pickup for me. He's somebody who's listed as a second baseman, but he plays first base for the Washington Nationals. And those points, they rack up so much. I mean, you get the put outs, you get the put outs, and then he's batting really good. Like I said earlier, he's batting a 272, which is above average. I mean, that's really, really good in baseball.
Yeah.
Wilson Contreras, he's finally back. He missed the last 2 games because he got hit in the hand. His hand swelled up on him. He couldn't play for a couple of days, but he brought it back down. Sucks. It's his first game back. He's got to get back on the rhythm of things. So he was 0 for 4 today, but he got me 9 points. Another one that I'm happy I got him in a trade. Mark Vientos, batting 241, 5 home runs, 17 RBIs. Another one, he's listed at third base and DH, but he's the Mets first baseman.
Yes, he is.
And, he just gets me so many points. So love that. I did trade him to Nick, who has the second best third baseman, who also plays first base, TJ Rumfield, who had a monster game today. Xander Bogaerts, prior to the podcast starting, we talked about how I dropped Mookie Betts. Listen, in fantasy baseball, it's hard to keep 2 shortstops on your team. I decided, I love you, Mookie, but I'm riding with Xander Bogaerts, 2 former Red Sox, and I decided to ride with Xander here. Mookie was hurt. Xander's been there for me the whole entire month, and it's the fifth best shortstop. He's been doing really good. He's batting at 262 with 7 home runs, so no complaints there. Obviously, we got Aaron Judge, number 2 in home runs, 16 home runs. I wish he batted a little bit more consistent and stopped chasing outside of the strike zone, which he's been doing a lot more. But, I guess that comes with, one of the home run leaders. That's the territory you pick. Willie Abreu, I almost cut him. I almost traded him. Peter talked me out of it. It was a point where I was just loaded on outfield. I just traded for Andy Pages. I had Mickey Moniak, who has like 11 home runs. But like Abreu, I'm glad I didn't get rid of him because he is just so consistent. Batting at 305. He barely strikes out. 6 home runs, 18 RBIs, 3 stolen bases. And he's just been consistent for me on the outfield. So can't complain there. Just cut Brandon Marsh. That was just I thought he was going to continue the hot streak that he was on, but nope. He is cold. So just cut him. Christian Walker, I mean, 3rd best player in our fantasy team, 3rd best first baseman, 10 home runs. He hit one today, 29 RBIs, has 446 fantasy points. Pretty sure he's only behind Matt Olson and Bryce Harper. Mind you guys, I traded away Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper was on my team, and threw Aseem a bone there that he's not grateful for. He keeps thanking AI. I threw him a bone there because his team needs it. Rafi Devers, he's been really good for me. He's 1 for 4 today, or 1 for 3 today. He has 2 Ks, but I mean, just playing first base. I'm loaded up on these first basemen that play multiple positions. So big thing for me there. And then Peter shouted it out earlier. So I think without a doubt, I got the 2nd best pitching arsenal in our league. I've been doing a lot of wheeling and dealing. And when these guys come back from being healthy or from being injured on the IL, be worried. Be worried when you play me, okay? I got, obviously, Gavin Williams is on a rough patch right now. He dropped 2 of his last games, 5 REA in both of those games, which bumped up his ERA to a 3.74. But he's got 66 strikeouts and a 1.17 WHIP. Been doing really, really good outside of this little stretch that he's on where, they've been killing him. Obviously, Cam, the man, Schlittler, the Red Sox killer himself, number one in ERA, number two in WHIP. How many strikeouts does he have?
That's a good amount.
59 strikeouts. I mean, the man, the tunneling is there, the fastball is there. Can't ask for anything else from him. I got the second best closer in Riley O'Brien. He's got 12 saves. He's 3-1, 23 strikeouts, and a 2.70 WHIP, ERA, and a 0.95 WHIP. When he comes in and he closes it out, he gets me then the saves, which is 5 points, and then a couple 3 points for starting the inning, and then a point or two for the strikeout. So I can't complain there. New addition to the team, traded for him last week. Chris Sale, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard.
Yeah.
Traded away Dylan Dingler, got one of the best pitchers in baseball. 6-2, 56 strikeouts, 2.20 ERA, and a 0.88 WHIP. The man is just like Peter said, been balling. I mean, his last couple of games, 16, 26, 26, 21. If he can keep that up for me, boy, be ready. Bailey Ober, like we talked about, no hitter. I mean, he just got me 36 fantasy points. What a game! What a day! Nick Martinez of the Tampa Bay Rays, the first place Tampa Bay Rays. Mm-hmm. They just lost today, but I mean, he's 4-1. He's got a 1.70 WHIP, 1.70 ERA, 31 strikeouts, and a 1.015 WHIP. Another one who's been really, really good. Picked him up on the waiver wire. He's probably going to be one of my cut candidates when my guys do come back. So keep your eyes open, people in our league. I'm dropping gems for you guys. I'm dropping some heat. Logan Gilbert finally had himself a day, 26 points, 9 strikeouts, 3.78 ERA, 52 strikeouts, and a 1.16 WHIP. Hasn't been having the best year, but I mean, a good year nonetheless. Foster Griffin, another one of the gems that I picked up, pitcher for the Washington Nationals. He's got a 2.12 ERA, a 1.03 WHIP, 4-1 with a 42 strikeout percentage. I mean, the man's just been doing really, really good. And then on my IL, I got Garrett Crochet, who's going to come back next week, and then Tyler Glasnow. So when they come back, I'm telling you, my pitching is going to be mwah. On top of that, guys, I got Nolan Schanuel still, number 8 best first baseman. He didn't play today, which kind of got me upset. But the man's just a beast. He's batting at 261, 20 RBIs. He doesn't really hit it out of the park a lot, but I mean, he does what he does to get me points, and that is what I like. Outside of that, guys, I'm number 1 in points in the fantasy. I'm 5-1. I'm on a 5-game win streak. Can't ask for much, right?
Yeah. He got the tough matchup, man. Tough matchup, but it's fun right now. Now it's now Nick's down only 21.
I know.
It's getting close. I'm telling you, man, it's going to be a great matchup.
That's why that lead was important. Being up so much allowed me to, obviously, it's out of my control, but it allowed me, who I knew I was going into this with, players that sometimes do not play, to have this type of a game where I only dropped 58 points to his 98 points. He scored an extra 40 points on me, but they gave me that cushion to, compensate for the day that they decide not to play. So, is there anything else you want to talk about, bro?
I was gonna say the WWE thing, but I think we're fine. I think we're good with it. Another week. Yeah, the storyline is still going between Roman and Jacob, obviously past the Backlash pay-per-view. So they're definitely going to heat something up with that. But other than that, I mean, WWE has kind of been a little cold with a couple things. I haven't really been watching AEW or seeing anything about it, so I got to catch up.
I'll tell you that.
I got to catch up. I'm going to catch up and see what's going on with them.
Darby Allin versus MJF. It's going to be, if Darby Allin wins, MJF has to shave his head.
That
bald.
I seen, yeah, I seen that. I have a problem with that. I just think that's such a dumb stipulation.
I like it only because so we know that MJF is obviously going to get the title back, but it made it kind of interesting because it was like, well, what's the one thing MJF cared about the most? And he's like, well, you want the turkey, and you spent $10,000 to get your hair back.
I'm dead.
So I thought that was just a really good thing, a really good like funny moment between them. What else has been going on in AEW?
I know they should be getting a New Day. I think that's the rumor is they're gonna get the New Day.
That'll be big. That'll be huge for their tag team division because right now, Edge, Adam Copeland, and Christian are going up against FTR once again.
Yep.
Will Ospreay is sort of being trained by the Blackpool Combat Club.
Yep.
John Moxley has been doing his thing, and they're telling him if you want to be the best and if you want to keep doing what you're doing, you're gonna have to train the neck to be better. So you got the montages of him working out his neck and everything. And it's just been really good. I thought that they've been quietly good. Obviously, it's not going to be cinema. It's not going to be Roman Reigns level good, but I mean, for what they have, they're doing their best. So
word. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. I know today was Dynamite, so I'm gonna see what I can catch up on.
Hell yeah. And before I end it off, we gotta end it off like we always do. Peter, tell me, man, talk to me. How's the anime been?
No anime still. No anime this week. Like I said, I've been catching up on The Boys and what was the other thing that I started watching with my sister-in-law?
Invincible?
No. I've been watching Invincible. No, not that one. I think it's The Boys and Hannibal because she wants me to watch Hannibal. So I've been watching both of those. The Boys has been very interesting. I will say that. I will say it's been very interesting. Don't
spoil
so far.
it.
No, I won't spoil it. It's been very interesting. I don't know how to feel about it. That's all I'll say.
For those, I just made the face. I'm watching the Dodgers game, and Kyle Tucker foul ball down on the ground, and then it hit his back shin, the one that doesn't have the shin guard. So,
ooh,
very painful. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's bad. That is bad.
Ooh, and then he almost just got hit on it again with the pitcher with a bat.
Oh my God, what is going on?
Oof. Anyways, guys, that's it for this episode. It was a short one, only an hour and a half long. So now, in the comments, blame Aseem for making this shit drag out more. Oh, wait, real quick. I'm sorry, guys. Did you listen to any music?
No new music. No new music. I've been training somebody at work, so I haven't been able to really listen to the music. But I have been listening more to the Eladio Carrion album again, and I really enjoy it. Really enjoy it. Right now, it's definitely going to be in my top 10 from what I see, unless I hear something that's really really blows me. But I know Drake is coming out soon, so I will be listening to that. I think that a lot of people are going to look forward to it. I just want good music. I do know that there's a leak that came out. I haven't listened to it because I want to hear the whole thing in its entirety, and see how good it is, so I can judge it as unbiased as I can, and then go from there. But yeah, so far just been listening to the Eladio Carrion. Really good album. I would definitely recommend it for everybody to check it out. Obviously if you're able to know the language.
Agreed. It is a really good album.
Really
I've
good.
been listening to a lot of CJ the Saint. Found him on Instagram, and man, his music is really, really good.
Yeah. I remember you sent him.
Really do. Been listening to a lot of Young. On top of just stuff that we've been listening with my wife, a lot of Bad Bunny. We love his latest album. I mean, DTMF is probably like one of my favorite songs right now. So
I feel you, man. It's great. The album itself is just great. It's a masterpiece, in my opinion. Deserved all them Grammy wins.
100%.
Yeah, it's
all
so
right,
good.
guys. With that being said, that is myself, Peter. Till next time. Peace out.
See you guys.
Headphones and highlights. Casey and JoJo. Way that I stay on my podcast. I've been on ESPN all day. Only break that I take is to dodge cash. I don't stop with the beat, ain't no ball hog. Need a tag in this beat, no dog park. Got the crack in the screen, still log on. Now I'm back on my Dean, can't fall off. Yeah, top of the league, I was a hot topic. Over the feet, I'm on top of the green. So I'm copper supreme, me and the gang in this thing. Ain't no stopping the team, so you should be following me. I can see it all coming, I've been watching the stream. Put a call to my mom, put a call to the queen. Get a call from my job, say I'm on it 15, I'm gone. Headphones and highlights. Headphones and highlights. Headphones and highlights. Headphones and highlights. I've been thinking about the game. I've been thinking about the money and the fame. Got my fingers on the trigger and I'm aim. If they want it, then they get it in my lane. I've been thugging in my J's. I've been thugging in my Nikes. I've been ballin' all night. I've been rolling all